YouTubers, Hike with Mike here, of course. And today's Swamp Talk is something that just popped into my head. As you grow older, eventually your past and your legacy becomes more important than your future. And that's kind of coming to the point for me in my life is I start thinking about, my past actions, legacy, and I worry less about the future and just look back and hope, in my past, decisions made, things I had to do, and oh cool, there's a bumblebee feeding the azaleas. You start to reflect back on the steps you walked before you got to where you're at, and a little bit less on the steps forward. You kind of just reflect now on your actions, good, bad, or neutral, but you start to think about stuff like that a lot, what I did right, what I did wrong, and unfortunately, people I helped, people I didn't help, dumb mistakes, good mistakes, I guess, and things that I thought were positive, and you start to reflect on your past and your actions, and hope that you left the world a little bit better than when you came into it with your actions as best you can with what you have. Do what you can with what you will where you are. I believe that's a quote from my boy Theodore Roosevelt, but it's interesting when you get to a point in your life where you start thinking about your past and your legacy, and that becomes more important in the future, and you start to reflect on things. Like I said, there's lots of regrets, there's lots of happiness, there's lots of all kinds of things, when we go through this ride called human life. So I think this is always, like at my age, this is a time where I really start to reflect on where we've been and are less concerned about where we're going. So that's my Swamp Talk for today. And it's spring, and it's a good time for this type of talk because spring is a time of new beginnings every year. It's a reminder that life goes on.